Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Kyle, and today's video I thought would be a little bit fun because I'm pretty excited. I just got a new truck. I ordered this truck months ago before there was any real information other than a couple, pictures that went out on the internet, early leaks. This is the 2020 GMC HD, and this is a 3500. So I'm pretty excited. You guys have probably seen me and my other GMC. I had a GMC Denali 3500. It was a 2016, and I thought that thing, and I still think it's a really nice truck, but when I got in this, and I just brought this home yesterday, my mind was blown because it is so comfortable, so quiet, so responsive. Overall, it was just like the 4-year difference in truck models really did make a huge difference. So I just thought we'd take a drive and show you guys some of the inside features, and maybe when we get back to the shop, show you guys some of the exterior features as well. So when I'm talking about this truck and the features, guys, understand that this is literally, I got this yesterday, so I'm not even fully in depth on what this thing has to offer. I'm going to be comparing it mainly to my 2016 GMC Sierra as far as the features and controls go, and what I've noticed. Right away on the steering column here and the steering wheel, got a little bit of changes. Instead of the buttons, you've got this little rolly wheel here that's going to select a lot of your I guess your information and your features and whatever's going on in your truck up here. Like I can, scroll through and look at nav, phone, all my information. I can check out my average miles per gallon, which, I don't know, that's not too bad. I just got it. It's not broke in. It's got 220 miles on it. Let's see, you've got fuel filter. I'll just go through some of the things that you can have up here on the dash. Fuel filter life, transmission fluid temperature, trailer brake, which is always handy, especially when we're hauling. The kind of pitch and yaw of your truck. That way, if you're going up a hill and you want to know the slope, I never use it. This is a nice thing right away. I can tell I'm going to enjoy this. My def gauge. On the old truck, it just said def good or low. It didn't tell me if I was close to low or if I was full. This has actually got a gauge, and right now it says I've got a half a tank of def, so no one likes to have to put def in their truck, but it's just that's the way it's going to be for now with these new Tier 4 emissions and whatnot. So going back, I've got my speed. Another thing that they did, you can see here, is that they're giving you the current speed of the road. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my cruise to 55. Got to be safe, you know what I'm saying. Do it the right way. We've got distance traveled, averages, your standard stuff, so nothing real crazy. The one thing that I did see, though, that was pretty cool, my old truck did not have tire pressure, so never gave me a tire pressure monitor. That's pretty darn easy to see and clear. That's a nice look. And then also air filter, brake pad life. How are they telling me that my brake pads are at 100% versus needing to be changed? I think that's a pretty cool thing. I guess they got to keep adding sensors and features to these trucks to justify the price tag. So I know a lot of you guys are probably curious, what's the price? MSRP of this truck is just over $80,000. Nobody pays MSRP. I did still have to pay full price. I have a great dealer that I worked with on it, so you know, I didn't have to pay full MSRP price, which is nice. But there's a lot of good deals out there. Ken Nelson Auto in Dixon is who I've always used. So if you're local, check him out. Talk to Denny, he's the man. But anyway, that's kind of the dash I thought I would show you guys. Other than that, I think they simplified the look compared to my 2016. It just seems a lot cleaner, a lot clearer, and I think a better representation of the information you need when you're driving down the road. So here's a feature that's pretty futuristic, and I'll be honest, threw me off right at first. Check out this mirror. I say mirror because it can be a mirror, see that? But it's a video screen, and you might be thinking that's ridiculous. I will say this, when I am looking in this camera view with the screen on my rear view mirror, I can see so much more than when I'm just looking at the mirror itself, and the visibility is amazing. Definitely another thing that probably just jacked up the price of this truck, but from a safety standpoint, I think that this is a great feature, and it took a little bit of getting used to. You can adjust you can adjust some stuff. You can zoom in, get more zoom out, and you can actually raise the camera and lower the camera. So maybe if you've got a trailer, you can keep an eye on some things. Personally, I can't wait to watch some awesome sunrise or sunset views in my rear view. So one of the other nice things here is this center console. They moved the charging pad. So that used to be up here by your elbow, and honestly, it never worked. This time it actually works. My phone gets charged, but the downside is this is much smaller storage than my old truck, which, good and bad. I would store tons of crap there I didn't need. This hopefully is going to force me to be a little bit, you know, cleaner. I've got 2 cup holders and a nice spot in the middle for, I mean, this is my Osmo Pocket. Peter McKinnon's not the only YouTuber to drink coffee, so that's my coffee cup there. And so very simple here in the center console. Some guys do not like the fact that they shrunk this down. I think it's going to be a positive for me personally. All right, so what I figured, guys, is since I made the stop, now would be a good time to go over some of these features. That way it's a little bit safer, and I should be doing that anyway. So what I was trying to show you was the camera. Now check this out. This is amazing. There's a lot of vehicles that are doing this. This is my first vehicle with this many cameras. I think there's 9 cameras. You've got your forward view, so you can see right in front of where you're at. I won't run into anything. I shouldn't. Here is a top-down view, so I can see straight down my truck, and a back view, so I can see straight behind my truck, top down. I don't know how they do this stuff. It's like crazy technology. This shot here, it's using like a superimposed picture of a truck that looks way more aggressive and mean than it does in real life, but you can see around the entire truck. Here you're looking at, these are underneath the mirrors, so the camera's right underneath the mirrors, and you can see backwards and forwards. So you can see if there's anything there before you leave, and you've got your top down, which is quite amazing. And I don't know what this is doing exactly. I haven't even played with all of these. Okay, this is giving you lines, so you can see what's right in front of you. And then we've got the bed of your truck, so if you're hooking up to a fifth wheel or gooseneck, and then obviously you've got your hitch view when you're backing into a trailer. I'm assuming some of these other features come live, like this is a camera in your trailer. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't played with it a lot, but maybe I can learn something, or you guys can let me know when you, I guess, figure it out. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet. So there's that shot. I can see all around me, and you get these nice little curve lines, tell you your path, so you can make sure that nothing is in your way. Pretty darn cool. There should be no excuses for running into anything, and once you start driving, that's going to kick off. But one thing I wanted to point out, and maybe you guys didn't even think about it because you didn't notice it, is this truck is super quiet. I remember when I was young, I wanted this big jacked up truck that had a exhaust and muffler and just sounded mean and whatever. Those days are kind of gone. I want to have a nice, quiet, smooth ride that can work hard, but you know, also just look good and professional. Not like I'm 18 years old still. Actually, I lied, guys. I'm gonna pick up a little enclosed trailer because I got some stuff to move and figured it'd be a good time, even though it won't really represent the capacity of this truck. Should at least give us the idea when you're trailering what it does for you. And look at how nice and easy that is right there. So the thing I wanted to show you guys back here is that, you know, other than just your standard trailer connection here, you've also got two camera connections here that you can plug in. I don't know what kind of plug that is, but I know fifth wheels, RVs, you can plug in. That way you can see, or a horse trailer, if you've got a camera in the back of your trailer, you can see. So when you're backing up, that's one of those options on the screen that I wasn't able to show you guys because I didn't have a trailer hooked up at the time. So down here, this is all a little bit different. In the center console, we've got the brake controller moved over here. We've got a USB-C, a USB. We got rid of the 9-volt, two of them, there's only one. And we got the 110 15 amp outlet there. And then all of this got changed. And basically we've got the downhill assist, which is great when you're trailering. We've got the power. This turns on the power in the bed of the truck. There's an outlet in the bed of the truck. Traction control, hazards. This is a new feature here, which is going to take down the rear tailgate. And then your parking sensors, your lane assist, and exhaust brake, which is great for trailering. So now we're back at my shop, and one thing I wanted to talk about was this center console. You look in there, when I first opened, I was like, what the heck? There's no room for anything. This is actually an add-on. This is a safe. Check that out. So maybe you got a bunch of cash you want to stash, or you're going to carry a firearm. It's a great place to keep it, or anything really that's, you know, I guess valuable. I got a combo that I got to set. Seen this little how to set your combination. We'll worry about that later. And then you can, you know, store stuff on top still. You got your USB. There's an SD card, which I don't know what that's doing. I might have to check that out. And your auxiliary audio. But other than that, this is removable. You got your slots in case you're going to be doing file folders, just like the older truck. And then notice this. My kids saw this right away, a place to put their cups instead of opening the middle of the seat in the back. So that's kind of handy. And we'll go in the back actually, and I'll show you some of the features back there as well. But before we go and look at the back though, I wanted to show you this little section here. You've got your 4 high-low, 2-wheel drive auto, which I didn't have auto in my old truck, but then this is new. Instead of turning the trailer mode on with your gear shifter, you actually just turn it to the side and it's gonna go into a trailer haul mode. And also if you turn it to your right, you can go between normal or off-road driving, which is gonna change a lot of the, or it changes basically all the shift points. So that's what's going on here. And then all of your different lighting controls. This is amazing. You turn this on at night, it lights up around your whole truck. Fog lights. This is just gonna dim your controls on the inside, and then obviously pretty standard over here. So, oh, this is another new thing right here. I forgot to mention, I saw this. There is no parking lever for the parking brake. You just push this and it engages the parking brake. I don't know, just another electric button that could go wrong probably, but let's go ahead and look in the back. Now, the first thing you notice, I mean, compared to my truck, my 16, this thing has a ton more room. One of the big complaints I always had was all the garbage and stuff that I kept back here. It just went everywhere. Well, I got some new stuff. We'll talk about that in a minute. They introduced a compartment for storage, which has a nice lid, and I'm assuming you'll be able to take these out. Must snap open. I'm not gonna go hard. Yeah, I think that's just gonna snap some way. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. You got your jacks, your tire rod changing tool here. But that's nice because I can store a bunch of stuff and it doesn't get out into the foot room. But also, talking about storage, you've also got these storage, and I'll show you over here, behind the seats. So maybe you got flashlights, maybe you've got, I don't know, really anything, not a ton of room, but still a nice little added space, space saver for utilizing that space, I guess. This is a big deal here for my kids specifically. They always complained because I had a heated seat. Now there's heated seats in the back. They've got their own power adapters for USB, USB-C, and heated and cooled vents, which was non-existent in my old heavy-duty truck. So I think the creature comforts here in the back, you can see they've definitely increased the headroom. So I don't know, that's pretty crazy. Maybe the next version will see a big sunroof that goes all the way back like you see on a lot of these cars. I won't ever sit back here, but it's definitely roomy compared to the old style, and with the heated seats and the controls, it's a lot more comfortable too. So let's just do a quick walk around of the truck to kind of show some of the design changes specifically. I mean, from my truck, which was a 16, personally, when I started seeing the hood scoop on the, I think it was 18s and 19s, I just loved it. I got it. I had to have it. And so I'm glad that they kept that with the new 2020 style, which is obviously going to inject a ton of air into the motor. And I will put a link maybe to a GM spec sheet if you guys want to know more about the motor and the transmission. I mean, I'm not a gearhead, so I don't know a ton about motors. I know that this thing has over 400 horse and somewhere close to 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, so it's going to be a pulling machine. One thing they did here that I noticed right away is these are stock tires, 275 65 20s, and there's still tons of room, I'm told. I think there's another YouTuber, Dirty Max. He said that he got 35s stock without having to do any sort of lift. So that's awesome because that means I can put a bigger tire on this, something more aggressive. I love my BFG Goodrich tires, all-terrains, so that's probably what I'll do there. Now these mirrors are something that people either love or hate. I personally, I don't hate them. I think they could look better, but the more I see it since I've been looking at it, it doesn't bother me. They're definitely a lot bigger. Visibility's a lot better. And you know what? Nothing's ever perfect. If you know my channel, no tool's perfect. Man, they can improve on that maybe the next time. One other thing that I didn't like at first but is growing on me is this side step. I'm not a toolbox guy, but being able to step up here and get in and out of the truck without rubbing yourself. You know, these trucks just keep getting taller. I mean, I don't know if you can really tell. Well, you should be able to tell. I'm a 6 foot tall guy, and look how tall the bed of this truck is. Speaking of height, this thing is like 2 inches taller than my truck. I wish I had the other truck sitting right next to it. You could see the difference. The hood is taller. This is taller in the back. The mirrors sit taller. In general, it's a bigger truck. But also, one good thing that GM did on this truck is they put the DEF here. Now, if you're gonna put diesel in here, you're an idiot. I mean, I'm sure it happens, and I've been told it happens a lot, but I'm happy because opening my hood at the gas station or the service station to put DEF in my old truck was a pain in the butt. Now, let's go to the back, guys, and I'm gonna show you probably the one thing that is a huge disappointment for me, and I think a lot of other people, is the tailgate. I think it looks cool. I love the fact that I can just push a button and it's gonna go down, but you'll see I have I've got a hitch in right now because I just brought a little trailer home. And when I open this thing, this truck has another dropping tailgate, and I'm not gonna do it so that I don't hit nothing, but you can't do it. You cannot drop this thing with a hitch in here. The first time a guy goes and drops my tailgate on this hitch, I hope it's me because I don't want to have to be mad at anybody, but I'll show you guys in full glory what it's supposed to do. It's gonna drop, and you can hit this other button here, and it drops again. It's like a stinking transformer, and then you push this button and it drops again, and all of a sudden you now, if you're an old guy, or I guess you just are too lazy to jump in your truck, you can step in a nice clean ladder. This is a handle that supposedly, you know, you can be real safe and have a nice grab bar getting in and out of your truck. I don't know. I think it was a waste. I would have loved to have had a solid tailgate, but it wasn't an option. But since we're here, let's go ahead and talk about this. I ordered this truck stock with the fifth wheel adapter for the gooseneck, as well as a fifth wheel plate. So basically, if I took all these off, I don't even have to, I used to have to pull a pin in my, over here in my wheel well to take in and out the fifth wheel ball. And let me go ahead, I've actually got it. Let me show you how this works, because I think it's pretty cool. So this is basically the gooseneck ball kit that came with the truck, and there's no pin in it, and there's also no key that tells you which way you have to put it in and out. Basically, you're just gonna slip this in. Okay, I gotta remember how this thing works. I'll be honest, I just played with it for a second. I think I'm just gonna, oh, that's right, it turns. See that? See the ball? So I'm gonna turn it, and then when I turn this little lever back and it locks in, this can rotate, but you can't pull it out. And then at the turn of a button, or at the turn of this little lever here, you can take it back out. Now, the other thing is the safety chain hook. Same sort of deal. You can just pull this little pin. You see how this is keyed a certain way? You're gonna slide it in, turn it, and when you drop this guy back in there, oops, 1 second. Okay. This is brand new, so it might be a little tight yet. There. That's going to lock in, and you can put your safety chain hooks, or if you've got a fifth wheel plate, it's going to go in the same way. The worst thing is, I've already got a fifth wheel plate for my travel trailer, and I don't think it's going to work now because I'm going to have to get a different adapter plate, but I should have known better. That's how they get you. They keep making changes. But I think it's cool that I don't have to get in and out of the truck to keep, you know, pulling the lever to get this thing out. While we're back here, here is the, we got a 40-watt plug, so you can use your truck, I guess, if you're, or maybe it's 400 watts. Sorry, 400 watts. Maybe you got to make a quick cut or something, but lots of room back here. Tie downs, a lot more tie down hooks than what I had in my old truck, and they definitely changed the design of this, which I'm a fan of, but that's kind of it for the back here, guys. So one of the really cool things I'm going to leave you with is if you've ever had a diesel motor, you know that it is great if you have a block heater in the wintertime. Here in Northern Illinois, it gets cold. They added this feature, which is a great idea, I think. You can plug your block heater right in, right here, without having to run a wire and get all weird and get in and out of your engine. So I think that's pretty cool. Good job, GM, on that. But in general, guys, honestly, I just got this truck. I'm still probably in that, the mix between a buyer's remorse stage, and I can't stop looking at it because it looks so good. I'm excited to get a trailer hooked up to it to use it. I don't want to abuse it, but it is a work truck. It is going to get its scratches, and it's going to get used, and I will definitely, I'll look down below to see your guys' comments, see what you're interested in knowing about it, or any future videos that might go along with this truck. Obviously, pulling and hauling is a big deal, and how it performs, so I'll try to do that. But thanks for checking out the video. I'm going to go get back in this truck and just drive around because I love it, but we'll catch you guys on the next video.